Someone forged my signature to collect my mother's life insurance payout. I found out when the insurance company called to confirm I had already received the check. I had not received anything. The check had been cashed 11 days after my mother died. I was still arranging the funeral. I am Victor. I am 41. My mother passed 2 years ago. She had a life insurance policy worth $85,000. I was the named beneficiary. I had known about the policy for years. I had no reason to think anyone else did. Her neighbor did. A woman named Patrice, who had lived next door for 6 years, helped my mother with groceries, attended her birthday dinners, and had apparently, at some point in that time, learned enough about my mother's financial affairs to know the policy existed and which company held it. She did not know my mother had updated my contact address with the insurer 2 months before she passed. That update is the only reason the company called me instead of closing the file. When I told the agent I had not received any check, the line went quiet for a long time. Then she asked me to stay on while she pulled the claim records. Patrice had filed a claim 9 days after my mother died. She had submitted a forged death certificate, a forged letter of authorization signed with my name, and a change of address request that redirected the payout to a bank account in her name. The insurer had processed it in full, $85,000. I asked the agent what happened next. She told me to file a police report and call back with the case number. I did both before noon. The insurance company's fraud investigation unit opened a parallel inquiry immediately. Life insurance fraud is a federal crime when it involves forged documents transmitted across state lines, which the claim filing had. The FBI's Financial Crimes Division was notified within 2 weeks. Patrice had made several critical errors. She had filed a fraudulent claim using her own name on the bank account. She had deposited the full amount into a personal checking account she used for ordinary expenses, making the paper trail immediate and complete. And she had spent a significant portion of it within 30 days in ways that were fully visible in her transaction history once the account was subpoenaed. She was charged with wire fraud, identity theft, and insurance fraud across federal jurisdiction. She pleaded guilty on all 3 counts. She was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison and ordered to pay full restitution, $85,000, to my mother's estate. The insurance company, following the fraud finding, reissued the full policy payout to me. Their fraud unit's investigator told me during a follow-up call that the only reason the case resolved as cleanly as it did was the address update my mother had filed 2 months before she died. Without it, the company would have had no reason to contact me and the file would have been considered closed. My mother updated that address because she wanted to make sure I could be reached. She had no idea it would protect me from someone she had trusted as a neighbor. But it did. I want every adult watching this to do one thing after this video ends. Call your life insurance company and verify the beneficiary name, the contact address on file, and that no recent changes have been made to the policy. It takes 10 minutes. It is free. Policies are changed or exploited most often in the period when a policyholder is elderly or in declining health, precisely when the named beneficiary is least likely to be monitoring them. My mother's last administrative act turned out to be the thing that protected what she wanted to leave me. Keep your policies updated. Know what is in them. If you believe what someone leaves behind should reach the person they intended, subscribe. A new story of justice every single week. I will see you there.